are back. I'm not sure if you can see Belly here. And today I want to talk about a topic that I work on a lot with my one-to-one clients, and I also get asked by a few people, and it's something that I in my own recovery found really, really difficult, so I completely empathise with anyone going through it. And it is quite simply comments of when you are recovering from an eating disorder and perhaps you have been anorexic, not always, but that's one of the ways where you might have lost a significant amount of weight and you might be gaining weight. It actually might not always be to do with weight though. Obviously, if you think about an eating disorder and the effects it can have on your mental and physical health, but also the things like the nutrients in your body, your skin, your hair, recovering obviously means that then things will improve. But for someone still dealing with the illness, the comments of "you look well" or "you look healthy," as seemingly harmless as they may seem, can be really difficult for that person to deal with. Now, before I go on, I don't want you to be thinking, oh my God, how am I going to talk to someone that has an eating disorder? I mean, I have no idea what to say. I think firstly, it's not your fault. I think that's one thing to say. Sometimes there isn't really anything that you can say to that person because you can't empathise with what they're or understand what they're going through. But I thought I would bring this topic just to bring some awareness to it. And I think it also kind of goes back to thinking, well, actually, as a society, how can we take the pressure off physical appearance? How can we take, the pressure off people having to look a certain way? And I think a really good way to think about that is actually compliment someone for what they do, for who they are, for that kind thing they may have done for you once, for something good that you know about their character, their personality. It doesn't always have to be focused on looks. And I think if we stopped focusing on the outside in and focused on the inside out, that it would actually take pressure off having to give someone a physical compliment. Not that there's anything wrong with that at all. I think they're great. But I think it's just about getting that balance between appreciating someone for who they are underneath. So when someone's recovering from an eating disorder, especially anorexia, that illness has fought very hard to make that person unwell and believe that they need to look a certain way and eat a certain way. So for that incredibly brave person to be taking the step to fight that destructive voice, for when they're putting on weight, it's actually the voice becoming stronger and actually probably telling them that they're not worthy, not enough, not good enough. And that's a really horrible internal battle when you've got someone that comes along and says, oh, I've really noticed your weight gain, or you look really well, or you're looking really healthy, or your face is looking much fuller. I mean, come on, we're in a society where if someone mentions weight gain, it's usually a negative thing. Unfortunately, I don't believe that that's correct, but it is. We are still in a mindset where thinner is better, and that is slowly changing, thank God, but we have still got that diet culture mindset where, everyone's on a diet and it's really good to lose weight all the time, when actually it should just be about health. Health does not have a size. But yes, so if you are a person recovering and watching this right now, I feel your pain from a personal and professional perspective. One thing I want you to consider is that person probably and hopefully does not mean you any harm. 2, the voice that becomes louder at that point, remember, it is simply trying to drag you back down. You are doing so amazing to get where you are, and honestly, with each step you fight forward, that noise will quieten. And you will start to realise that people genuinely are happy to see that there's colour maybe back in your cheeks and that you look more energised. It might not even be a reflection of weight gain as such. You looking well might simply mean that they think that they've never seen you smile in so long. And I think, if you feel like it would be helpful for them not to say anything at all, let your close ones know around you that it is unhelpful for them to talk about weight gain as opposed to other things. It is difficult, it's very exposing. With a mental health issue, guys, you can't see it. So for that person, taking the focus off things that they're finding difficult, i.e. weight gain, trying fear foods, things like that, will support them far more than drawing attention to it. Now, I really hope that that's helped someone out there who's either a carer, a parent, a sibling, boyfriend, friend of someone going through it, or if you are going through it yourself, know that you're not alone. But I promise you, if you keep fighting, getting the help you need, the support you need, you will get to a point where then comments don't feel horrible. They actually feel nice because you know that you're well and healthy and you know that you're enough. And that little niggling negative voice that is an eating disorder, it can quieten and it can, I believe, disappear. But you've got to keep fighting through it and know that when someone says you look well, it doesn't mean it's a negative thing. For you, it may have felt that, and it may feel really, really hard, but it's a sign that you are finally getting to a better place in your life. And I hope that that really helps you see that, because I do understand how horrendous that feels. So I really hope that that may have helped you. Please feel free to reach out at laura@phelanwell.com. Go on my website for some more information, and of course call the Beat helpline if you are really struggling right now. That's all from me and my pup today. Take care.